Here we go.
What's up, YouTube? This is Gavin from Yugioh Team Enforcers bringing you my Demise True Draco build. Let's get into it. Differently, I run triple Masterpiece because I want it to be Masterpiece Turbo, and Masterpiece is the boss monster of the deck. So you want to see him as... You don't want to see him in your opening hand, but you want to see him late game. Then I run 2 Majesty Maiden to search for the Masterpiece, 1 Ignis, 1 Mariadne so I can pop it with Diagram and get them search off. Then we run the second God card of the deck. We run Diagram, which pops everything and gives us 300 extra attack on our True Draco monsters. And if it was Tribute Summoned and your opponent attacks it, and I had like a if I had Masterpiece in defense mode, it wouldn't be destroyed because it's once per turn. Then we run 3 more copies of Diagram. So that's 6 copies of Diagram because you want to see Diagram in your opening hand. Then for our draw power, we run Card of Demise. Card of Demise is like one of the staples in this deck because you get through your hand you go through your hand really quickly that you can set your continuous spells and traps or tribute them and summon your Draco monsters. Then I run 3 Potted Duality. 3 Potted Duality for more draw power. And the last 2 cards for the draw power are 2 Pot of Desires. I don't like having 3 in this deck because it's a 40 card deck, so that's a 4th. That's if you used all 3 desires, that's 3/4 your deck gone, and I don't want to see it in my opening hand. Or it's good, but I don't want to see 3 of, because I don't want to desires off of desires. And then we've got the next card, Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix, which is basically your Yugioh Emerald of the deck. Recycles 3. You can draw 1 card. And then differently, I will run 2 Heritage. I should run 3, but I kind of want to run 2 because I'd rather have the Heritage on field. Because I'd rather pop a Heritage, or I'd rather have a Diagram and pop my extra Disciples to search for the Heritage. And then Heritage effect goes off so I can draw. And it's really good in the mirror match because it's all True Draco cards. And then we run, because your boy can't do much, we run 3 copies of Monarch's Stormforth. We run 2 Soul Exchange and 1 Monarch's Stormforth to tribute your opponent's monster so I can get my Masterpiece on board, tribute your opponent's monster, tribute a spell or trap on my field, pop another thing on your opponent's field to get rid of the problematic monsters. And once per turn, if this would be tribute some monster, it doesn't target or destroy, it tributes. So it's basically a free kaiju, but for a Masterpiece. And then for interruption plays, I play 2 Forbidden Chalice to get rid of heavy monster effects. So I would use this, I would chain this on like ABC Dragon Buster, and then Masterpiece could destroy it because it can't get its effects. Then I run 3 Apocalypse, which is really good because it halves your opponent's attack. It halves your opponent's attack and defense. And if it's destroyed, if the True Draco spells, the True Draco traps, if they're destroyed, or if they're sent to the graveyard, it pops when you monster on the field, and the spells pop a spell or trap. Then, thanks to the ban list, we run 1 Return, still really good. You can special summon any True Draco or True King monster from your graveyard. And then I run 3 Monarchs Erupt because I don't run an extra deck. It's basically a skill drain for non-tribute summon monsters. So that makes, for the last 2 cards, I run a skill drain for 4 copies of skill drain in this deck because I can get rid of it really easily with Diagram and with my monsters. So it's easily accessibly taken out of the game if it's going against me. And it's really good against spirals And then the one Imperial Order for most decks run spell cards. Like this will absolutely destroy Pendulum Magicians because they play a lot of spell cards. That finishes this the main deck. Moving on to the side. The side's kind of thrown together because you can't really do a lot. Going second, I'll take out the Demise out and put my hand traps in. I'll put in Droll, 3 Drolls. And then we'll put in 3 Ash. Both these cards are staples because it prevents your opponent from adding their combo pieces to their hand. Then I play the 1-ofs, the 1 Maxi, the 1 Raigeki, and the 1 Dark Hole. Because you want to go for those OTK plays when you go to second turn, because your opponent sets up their board. You play Raigeki, summon your masterpiece, GG no Ri. Then for spell and trap removal, I play 3 Cosmic Cyclones. Really good in the True Draco deck. It was really good in the Pure before Dynamite Knight was banned. And then I play the Solemn Brigade, 2 strikes and a warning. It's a really good deck. It's a really good card for this deck because it prevent warning. You can also warning during the mirror match and warning your opponent's masterpiece. This finishes this True Draco deck profile. This Demise True Draco deck profile. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and get your game on YouTube. Peace.
Here we go.